What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Gold State coming at you with a haul video I picked up from the Berkeley Comic-Con this past weekend. And yeah, it's a pretty short haul, nothing too crazy. Bunch of fillers, a bunch of, not a bunch of variants, but a couple variants, nothing too crazy. But found and also a nice little found money, I guess you could say, treasure find in a way. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let me get started. Get you guys going. Check out the video, and you guys can move on with your life just like I could do with mine. Starting off with Tomb Raider, Adam Hughes Tomb Raider cover, and picked that up and picked these up. I'm slowly but surely finding these, but found a booth over at the Berkeley Comic-Con, which honestly, in description, I may have posted a video about what the Berkeley Comic-Con is like. But again, if you haven't seen that, the Berkeley Comic-Con is really just it's not really a Comic-Con. It's more like a small little show, like in a community center. And it's got like people just selling their comic books, nothing special, no promotions, no cosplay or nothing. It's just really just people selling comic books. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it happens every quarter of the year, or every 2 or 3 months of the year in Berkeley, and they just have just people selling their books in a small little community center. And I just can't help but go there every once in a while to go, pick up some books and see what they got. So it's always good to get your fillers taken care of at a spot like that. So anyway, picked up these 2 copies of Tomb Raider done by Adam Hughes. Really cool. Looking to add more to that pile of Tomb Raider covers. Other Adam Hughes stuff I picked up from there was this Life with Archie variant, and I like it, but it's pretty cool. Adam Hughes, clearly it's before the whole Betty and Veronica series, so yeah, it's not a crazy sexy Adam Hughes cover, but I never saw it, and I thought it was pretty cool, especially with a variant cover. I didn't even know that it came out. So yeah, dug that. More Adam Hughes. I didn't collect too much of it, but just to get out of the way, I totally forgot I had this in my collection years ago, and I finally got it back. It's a cover of Lady Rawhide, which is basic. I think it's a spinoff of I believe it was a spinoff from Zorro when Topps Comics came out years ago. And I'm talking when I say years ago, I'm talking about 20 years ago. But yeah, this is some more of that Adam Hughes goodness, man. Really cool stuff. You got the silhouette of Zorro here in the background, and of course Lady Rawhide, which isn't like a major character or anything like that, but it's cool enough. Picked this up, a Batman 366. I believe it's the first Jason Todd as Robin, and it's covered by Walt Simonson. So I got that one for a pretty decent price. And along with that, picked up this variant cover of Civil War #4, and it's a black and white variant of Michael Turner's work of Thor. I haven't gotten a chance to catch the movie yet. I'm definitely going to catch it tomorrow. I was thinking about catching it tonight, but I think I'm just a little tired. So I figured I'd just do this video for you guys and then call it a night. Just watch some more football, whatever's left of it. Also got this, because I saw the interiors for this somewhere. Would have been pretty cool to have for my Halloween comic covers. For the Halloween comic covers tag that you may have seen on Instagram. Giant size SpiderMan and Dracula. The interiors on this are pretty sweet. Got this one for I think, I want to say $5, $5-6. Yeah, it's a reused decent reader's copy. So looking forward to checking some of that out. Also, this one the guy threw in for me on one of the purchases I got. Eagle Comics presents Judge Dredd #1. He is the law, obviously. So, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first appearance of Judge Dredd. I have to look it up, but I think it's the first appearance. I was buying a bunch of stuff. He threw this in there. And I think it's because there was this little ink mark. Right. Let me see if I can get there. Right there. Somebody must have used it to make sure the pen was working or some crap like that. One of those deals. So yeah, he threw that into the pile. So I had to open it up and take a look and make sure it's not scribbled all over, and that's probably why. but you know, threw it into a pile of stuff of the things I already bought. Like I bought a bunch of Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Flash type of fillers, and he just threw that in there when I was looking through stuff. Also, picked up this Malibu Sun Spawn by Todd McFarlane. Of course, this is like the early, I guess you could say the supposed like first appearance of Spawn. I used to have a bunch of these when they first came out. When Image was getting started, they used to have these little promo things or something like that. These promo things here, like the Spawn, like fanzines kind of. And it had like Spawn, Wildcats, Brigade, Wetworks, what have you. All that stuff was, you know, out and about. So decided to pick this up. I think I may have sold my old ones, and that's why I decided to pick this one up over there. I saw it standing there at the rack, so I figured, what the hell, I might as well pick this up. But yeah, that's about it. Also, that's really not about it. I'm almost done. I got some stuff, guys. Nothing too special, but I got Tomb of Dracula #1 because I needed that for my collection. But one thing I noticed, but I don't think the guy who sold it to me didn't notice, was this. That little scribble down there is a Gene Colan signature, the late Gene Colan. And so I'm probably going to send this in to get verified by CBCS because they do signature verification. I want to get it pressed first because it's a reader's copy. It's still in good condition. I would say this thing's like a VG minus condition, but it's still readable. I don't think that. One thing I noticed was that it was signed by Gene Colan, and I don't think the guy who sold it to me knew that, and that's why he had it at a lower price than another copy of Tomb of Dracula he had over there. But in that Tomb of Dracula copy was in a more cleaner condition. He probably knew, but if he did know, he probably would have told me. But you know, we were talking there long enough. I don't think he knew. I gave him time to probably make up and as I catch on. I didn't want to do it too long because I'm kind of an honest guy, to be honest with you. There you go. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to get that. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can get this thing pressed out and send through CBCS because I don't normally do CBCS, but for that situation, I'm gonna make an exception. Also, got a bunch of like I said, filler issues. Of Fantastic Four. Got number 109, number 111, also number 113, and also number 145, and number 104. So I'm getting closer to filling up that whole space of Fantastic Four issues. So got that going. Let me see. I can pull this off and as far as the Flash goes, got a Flash number 148. There's some semblance to that book. I'm not sure. 132 and 124. A lot of the Captain Boomerang action there. And this one was sold in the Mylar. I was kind of stoked to see this in the Mylar. It looks pretty good. 183 and 191. Nice, beautiful Joe Kubert cover. And 193. Captain Cold. Pretty cool. So yeah, still working on that collection. I'm trying to fill up some holes, and every time I go to a con, I always seem to find a bunch of books for sale where I just want to fill those spaces. Spider-Man's, of course, my whole Spider-Man thing is, it's working. So I got 105, which is the Spider Slayer. Got 144, which is the Gwen Stacy clone's first appearance. This one, I guess not the early Spider-Mans, but the early 100s of Spider-Mans, I guess, went for, in good condition, go for a pretty nice price. So this I got for $5 because it's got like printer ink on the top and bottom, but it's still a readable copy. But the other copy he had was a cleaner copy, and he was going to sell it for $51. And I was like, 51? There's no key thing going on with that, and I was like, why? because it's clean. It's in a VF condition, very fine condition. So I was like, whatever. Let me get the lower grade one, because I'm not gonna go pay that much for I wouldn't say irrelevant or not relevant, but just not a key book. You know, I mean, if I can still read these books, it's great. Also got 115. I love these early Spider-Man issues, though. I won't lie, though. And also 133, and that's Molten Man appearance. So I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to filling those holes. I need to get some early stuff to get out the way, though, because I'm getting better with I'm starting to get closer and closer with filling holes in the early 100s up to current. Actually, I think I'm doing better. I think I got a couple of holes to fill between 50 and current volume 1. So I know I got a couple of holes somewhere between 1 and 49. Well, 3 and 49 really. But I'm getting better. It's getting better. So got that. Also, you know, sometimes when I go to a con, I always seem to buy myself a sketchbook, you know, just for the hell of it. Whether it was something from some con or from show. So I found this in one of the boxes is a J. Scott Campbell sketchbook signed by J. Scott Campbell. I'm going to assume that is signed by J. Scott Campbell. The interiors on this is pretty sick. It's from 2010, called More Gray Area Sketchbook. And yeah, you know, I had, you know, it was a decent price. And it's got some really cool pictures in this. I really dig what's in it. So real quick, I'll just crack it open. I only got a few minutes. I got another minute or so before my camera shuts off. But like, just to show you a quick interior of what's in it. You know, we got some of that action. We got the back cover is pretty neat. You know, I don't know if they sell this one anymore because I haven't seen any I haven't seen it for sale on his website. But that Wonder Woman's pretty sweet. You know, that's some pretty awesome stuff. Some Jean Grey action there, and some Danger Girl. And of course, you got nice picture here from 2009 of Princess Leia. Some Star Wars stuff, you know. I mean, I'm really digging this, you know. Of course, you got, you know, sorry guys, that one popped out of nowhere. But you know, it's got some really cool stuff here, guys. Especially for, you know, the price I paid, which I can't remember right now because I'm in the middle of all this. But ask me again. But pretty cool find. Yeah, I like picking up sketchbooks. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Just wanted to show that off for a minute. Anyway, if you liked the video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Looks just like that. Also, you know, subscribe down there on the bottom somewhere, and it's a red button. Just turn that red button into a different color, and comment below. Tell me what you think. That's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.